Hey guys, this is Phil with Keendog Training, and today we're going to be covering a heel versus a let's go or a free walk. Now, it's our belief at Keendog that a walk should be a bonding experience, not a chore. It should be about a relationship between you and your dog and enjoyable for both parties. So we're going to give you a couple tips to help improve your communication with your dog. Think of it as letting your dog know when they're on the clock and off the clock. So check it out. The first tip is going to be about the proper tools. So keep in mind the ages of the dogs will vary. So certain tools will start at an older age than others. But you'll see a harness, a long line. We'll also use a 6 foot. You can use a Mendota. We'll also use a prong collar, and not shown here, but we will use the e-collar for the walk, as each tool will be used a little bit differently. We'll cover a little bit in this video. All right, so let's talk about the difference between the heel and a let's go, as we call it here, or a free walk. Again, like I mentioned earlier, letting your dog know when they're on the clock or off the clock. So you'll see here we're working in a non-distracted environment. Start off getting the dog in the heel position. It will help if your dog already has a proper understanding of a marker. We use verbal markers. We can also use clickers as well. You'll want to have a terminal marker to let your dog know when they're off the clock. So you'll see in the video, we're getting Murphy in the heel position. So luring him into the heel position with some food, taking a couple steps, and then releasing him with our terminal marker. And then we'll free him out, and then we'll do it again. So in the beginning, you're gonna wanna break it down and just take a couple steps at a time where he's not pulling on that leash. That's the most important part, guys, letting your dog know that when they're in the heel position, they don't pull on that leash. So next, after we do that, we'll move outside and add in a little bit of distractions. You'll see us using some cones. If you don't have cones, that's totally fine. Think of it as just setting a goal and say, hey, we're gonna do a heel from this position to this position, and then I'm gonna release my dog. So again, we'll use our terminal marker keen, and then we'll say free and free him out. Now, if you have a harness that you wanna use, so you say you wanna take your dog on a longer walk for more exercise, that's totally fine. We believe in balance, so we'll work a mixture of mental stimulation and physical stimulation. But if you want to go and be intentional about it and say, I'm just going to work a heel for, say, 3 minutes, then go on a hike, and you want to use a harness where your dog can pull a little bit. So in this next clip, guys, you'll see Katrina working with Goldie, who's a little bit of a younger puppy, and she's got her on a Mendota lead, and she's using some variable rewarding with her. So she's releasing her with that terminal marker every couple of steps, probably targeting her and make it fun. So there's a little bit of distraction, but there's not too much in this video. But you'll see every couple steps, she's gonna turn her, she's gonna pop her up with that terminal marker. And that's gonna help her, meaning Goldie, recognize that she's doing something right and she's in the right position. So the last point, guys, is adding in some of those controlled distractions. So you'll see we added in some dogs in this video. If you have friends with dogs, you can see that we're actually not letting them meet until they do a proper walk. So it's important, again, to be clear with your dog while you're practicing a heel, when it's okay to meet and when it's not okay to meet. I don't recommend, or we don't recommend, letting your dog meet every single person. Also, keeping our body in between at first. So your body's gonna act like that moving wall. So we'll keep their bodies in between. That way it's a little bit easier for the dogs to walk past. And then you'll see at the end, we let Murphy get on the long line, swap that out. He's free, now he can go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and check it out. Thanks.